Our first guest is a very busy and very funny and talented man. Actually, it doesn't say busy up there. I just added busy. I guess you got to be busy, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
Oh, you won't believe how busy this guy is. He's starring in a brand new motion picture called Big Daddy. It opens June 25th. Here's the always busy Adam Sandler. Papa is a Rolling Stone?
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm very good, pal. Nice to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank you,
You were
Dave.
at the ball game last night, huh?
Yeah, I was at the Knicks game.
You go to a lot of Knicks games?
Yeah, I've been but I've been out in California, but I did. I flew in last night for the game. It was fun.
But you're like a Knicks fan, right?
Yeah, I grew up a Knicks fan, and I was excited to fly out to the game, and I was excited that they won. That was great. I think I was in the crowd.
So you think you were in the crowd?
I think so. I've been busy. You
Probably
know.
find a way to verify that.
No, I was there at the game, and I think I contributed to the win a little bit.
Felt like you were part of it?
As a fan, I think I said some good heckles out there, and I think I threw some of the guys.
What kind of stuff were you laying on them?
Well, this was one I thought went over pretty well. I think I threw Tim Duncan off a little bit. I says to him, he's going up for a shot, and I says to him, I go, hey, Duncan. You didn't get your name from Duncan Basketball. You got it from Duncan Hines because you're a cupcake.
Got it from Duncan Hines?
Yeah, they make cupcakes.
Duncan Hines.
I was going to say Dunkin' Donuts, but I heard you.
That's what I thrown. Oh, I see what you say. Yeah.
I heard you talk about the
you called
donut.
an audible. That's good.
Yeah.
Anybody else you work on?
Well, I think David Robinson, he was taking a jump shot. And I says to myself, I got to get him.
Yeah.
So he's called they call him the Admiral.
Yeah.
The Admiral. I go, hey, Admiral, it would be admirable for you to miss that shot.
Pretty good.
Thanks. Thank you.
What about that Spike Lee?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee, I mean, he's like mid-30s or something. He goes to every game dressed up in his little Knicks outfit and he's running up and down the court, screaming his lungs out. I mean, after a while, you get to wonder how Spike is, you know, really.
The players seem to like him, you know, like he's there every game. He's encouraging. I know if he gets to hit him and hug him after a good shot. I just go, I get no, like, you know what the worst is? Sometimes the ball comes to me. The ball bounces to me, you know, and I'm in these good seats. Ball comes to me, and I get so nervous. I just go, I get scared that they're going to ask me to shoot it.
When you were... when you were a kid, you played ball. You're from New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
I bet you played some hockey. Did you play some hockey up there?
No, everybody thinks I'm a hockey from Happy Gilmore, but
yeah, that's exactly what it was. I made that mistake.
No problem. Dude.
I hope I didn't offend you.
I'm all right. I'm gonna, it hurt for a second, but now I'm back. No, I played some baseball.
Chicks are digging the White Sox these days, though. Seriously.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Chicks are digging the White Sox. I always miss it by a shade or two. So anyway, you're a kid in New Hampshire, and you're playing what do you play?
I played some basketball. I played a little basketball, a little bit. You know what? Baseball. My dad was always my coach. You know.
Oh, is that good or bad?
That's nice. He's a good man. He loved me. He'd show up to every game. You know, he took his time out of his life. He didn't want to make it look like I was the favorite on the team because he was my daddy. You know, and he thought the other kids wouldn't like me as much because if he showed favoritism. So at the end of every practice, he used to pour gasoline on me, and he liked me, and I would have to do laps, you know. And then when I'd get to center field, I'd always hear my father scream out, "I don't love you."
Did you ever think about?
Thank you. Lady.
You ever think about reporting your father?
No, I love him. You know, I let him get away with that stuff.
What about girls? How were you with girls when you were a kid? Popular with the girls when you were...
It turns out that I was going through, for the Big Daddy movie, we were going over our past, me and Hurley, the guy who writes these movies with me.
I'm sorry, what's the guy?
Tim Hurley.
Tim Hurley?
Saturday Night Live guy. And we're going over our stuff, you know, from our youth, because it's a movie about growing up and stuff like that. And I see this yearbook picture, 7th grade yearbook picture of this girl, Patty Mulroy. And under her picture, it says, Adam plus Patty equals true love forever.
Well, that's good. That's cute.
And I just want to say to Patty, if she's watching right now, liar!
Now, how do you know? I mean, maybe you're the one that didn't live up to the bargain. You know what I'm saying? How do you know that it's she who didn't fulfill the commitment?
You're the one who called me immature.
Called you immature?
Turns out I wasn't mature enough.
Well, you've certainly come a long way in that department.
She also, Dave, her big thing was you had to close your eyes when you kiss. You know, I like to look.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we want to pause here, and when we come back, we want to talk about the film, and it's some of it is drawn from your own...
Yes.
It's about you adopt a kid to impress a girl, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, we'll talk about that.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. We'll be right here, again, with the busy Adam Sandler. Sandler is here, Missy Elliott. Big film, Big Daddy. You've done a very smart thing for yourself now. Toward the end of the summer, we get closer to the end of the year, we're going to start hearing that Hanukkah song again, right?
Oh, probably. I don't know.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that, my friend, is your annuity. They play it like 1,000,000 times during the holidays.
I hear it. I hear it too, and you know, I'm not afraid to make the switcheroo when I hear it.
No. So anyway, we're talking about the film Daddy Boy, which opens
Daddy Boy?
What is it, Daddy Boy? Not Daddy Boy.
Tommy Boy is
Big Daddy. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yes, Big Daddy.
Again, I got confused with Water
Yeah, Water Boy, all right, yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, I hope you're not offended.
I'm not offended.
Okay, my apologies to you and your family.
All right.
So anyway, you have a new girlfriend, your fiance? What?
No, I said a fiance.
You have both?
No,
if you had both.
It would be great. Yeah, double down.
Yeah.
No, I got a girlfriend. I read in the paper I had a fiance, but I don't. I have a girlfriend. She's a very nice girl, and
she's younger than you, I understand.
Oh yes.
But you're a kid yourself. I mean, how old a guy are you? You're like in 24 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you have very youthful appearance.
I act young yet.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I'm 32. Yeah, no, she's an eight-year difference, me and the girl. And
so what would that be? 8 years? You're 32.
I'm not sure, but I know this though. We figured out that when she was 5 years old and learning to read, I was 13 and learning to read. Yeah. No, Dave, you know what the biggest thing I noticed? I almost fell over. I fall asleep. Whee! No, the thing I noticed, Dave, is I'm getting older, and a little, you know, my body has changed over the last few years. It's not good. It's not as good. It was never awesome, but it was better, you know.
Right.
And I remember.
In what regard is it changing?
It's getting a little bit thicker.
But everything still works, though, right?
Oh, yeah, that stuff's all right. It's not very good. I use it, but I don't use it right, I guess. I've never heard anyone say good job.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I noticed with getting a little not as handsome and the body not as good. My shirt coming off. Now, when I was younger, and if I was whatever, if I was with a girl, I was whatever, and we were moving on to that level, and I had to take my shirt off, I was almost looking forward to it. I was like, hey, I'm going to surprise her with this pretty good.
This is how we make the deal. That's right.
Check this out. Not only is he, pretty funny, and look at the abs. Yeah. Now I'm with my girl. I take my shirt off. I'm like, at least I'm nice.
You're being too hard on yourself.
Nah.
You're being too hard on yourself, my friend.
I'm at the age, I got to give a foot massage now. I give a foot massage, you know, like, hey, no one else does that. You don't need muscles for that.
You know, talk about, a little bit about the boy. Oh boy, you got your work cut out for you now, because here you get the Star Wars that comes out, does $1 billion right out of the box.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you got the Austin Powers movie, $1 billion right out of the box.
Huge, eh?
And then when you had the Waterboy movie, that was $1 billion right out of the box.
Right.
So now you're coming up with the Daddy Boy movie, and then what do you think? Do you have it in you? Is it going to be a huge? Are you nervous?
I don't know. If people pay for Daddy Boy, I don't get any of that money.
I'm sorry.
This is like a huge plug for the star of Daddy Boy.
No, it's Big Daddy is the name of the film.
I know, all the titles are stupid. I don't
What's the matter with you? You know what it is. Come
I-
on now.
Big Daddy. I was so excited. I was like, that's a catchy one.
Well, the
You're
girls
calling it-
the girls will be here in a minute. Settle down. Now listen. Tell them about the. I described it to impress a young woman.
Yes.
You adopt a.
It's a man similar to young Adam Sandler, who's he's afraid to move on with his life into adult responsibility type of things. He has a girlfriend who's leaving him, and unless he grows up.
Sure.
And instead of showing that he wants to grow up by getting a job or something like that, he adopts a little boy to say, you see that, but he expects that the girl's going to do it with him.
Right.
You know, raise the kid, but she ditches.
Takes off, yeah. So in the beginning, your character is a little cynical about the project, right? And then as the movie goes on, you kind of realize, well, there's something to this fatherhood.
All I did was just say my lines. I have no idea. It was like we shot it in New York.
Yeah.
We shot it in New York, so I was.
Is that tough, shooting on the streets of New York?
It was tough because of the damn White Castle every day. I would do my scenes and then go eat white. I started the movie at one weight. At the end, I was some other weight.
Yeah.
And you shoot a movie out of order, so I was up and down throughout. If you watch the movie, there's a huge fluctuation, but the one constant thing is I always suck.
No, what's the matter? What's happened to you?
All of a sudden, I hate myself.
No, don't. Is it because of this Daddy Boy stuff? Is that
Yes!
Oh, come on. You're too hard on yourself. It's fine. You'll be all right.
I'll be all right, thanks.
Yeah,
I
you'll
feel
be
better.
fine.
Nice.
Let's show folks a clip here from Big Daddy and explain to them what they're going to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, this clip is just, I got this boy here, and I thought it was going to be easier raising this boy, and it turns out it's not going my character's way in this scene.
Now, the kid's an actor, right? He's
Kid's a cute. It's actually two. He's a twin.
twins, right?
Yeah, it's one and there's two of them. They're both cute. They're both handsome.
But the reason they're twins is so you can work them around the clock, right?
Yeah.
It's like 4 hours on, 4 hours off.
Right.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's actually for their own safety too. 4 hours with me, and they always cry and yell, and then it's like, bring the other kid in here.
Did you get along well with the kids?
Hard to tell the difference between the two kids
Yeah,
because they're identical twins. But I found
Is that
out.
a problem for
Well, it's Cole and Dylan, the two little kids.
Cole and Dylan.
It took me a few weeks to
So these
figure
are
it.
Kathy Lee's kids.
Is that their names?
No, I don't know.
All right. But they could be their little cute kids then. She's a pretty lady. So here she is a pretty lady. So here's the two little kids, Cole and Dylan, and I figured out 3 weeks in how I can tell the difference.
You had a system.
I had a system.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, fellas, you want a beer? And they'd both always say, yeah, I'll take a beer. And I says to one of them, what do you want? And he says, I'll take a Michelob. And I go, okay, Cole.
So that's how you can tell.
He liked Cole. The other kid liked Heffenrepper.
What's a Heffenrepper?
Yeah, it's extra alcohol.
Oh, extra, I see.
His big thing was, I want to get buzzed quickly.
I don't know what's going on here. All right, so now, have we set up the clip? You know, did we explain it?
I think I said something.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay. Here we go. Big Daddy, Adam Sandler, take a look.
All right.
What's this?
Kangaroo song.
All right, great. That's terrific. And we're going to watch this after the game, okay?
But after my nap, I always watch the kangaroo song.
It's overtime right now, and there's a penalty shot about to take place. This happens like once every 10 years. So
Kangaroo show. Kangaroo show. Kangaroo show. Kangaroo show.
All right! Looks like things are going pretty well.
Thank you.
All right, Adam. Nice job.
Thank you, everybody.
And I'm going to put 3 stars here by your name. I thought you did a very nice job today. We'd like to see you back in about 6 months. And the film opens up June 25th. Is that what it is?
That's this Friday, and,
Friday, yeah.
and it's my grandmother's birthday.
Oh,
and
good.
my little niece's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to everybody in the
Happy birthday.
Sandler family.
Thank you.
Nice to see you,
Dave.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Adam Sandler.